Good morning. I have to say I'm overwhelmed and I'm deeply honored. I've been working with photocatalysis for quite some while, and today this room is filled with persons that have both dedicated their life to science and have made a real impact. I can unfortunately not claim any of this, but being in a room like this, thank you, Flemming Besenbacher, for letting us use it. And have Professor Fujishima here is such a big honor that I really am overwhelmed. But I also see even my old boss here, which is a pleasure. And thank you for picking us originally. And this big day, working with trying to make an impact on air cleaning, what I call with added benefit, is proving much harder than I really thought. I thought it was just such a piece of cake. We saw what was going on in Japan. We saw all the houses. We even had a trip over there with a former boss and saw that the whole thing was photocatalytic. It can't be that difficult to do the same thing here. It proved to be a real journey. I think we are seeing at least the start. And today we have a world where news travels so fast that it is almost impossible. Unfortunately, it is also old news 30 seconds later. And it has proven that science travels so much faster. And when I tried to pick an example, I found one at home where St. Thomas and King's College in London both worked on cancer treatment. One of these hotels published an article and they actually made a great impact with benefit value for these patients. It took almost 20 years before the neighbor hospital picked up that news. So sometimes in science, it's not that fast to actually transfer knowledge that is so today commonly accepted due to Fujishima's work. But I think we have to fight every day. And those people that are here today, they can do it. I mean, there are building materials manufacturers here that can do it. There are people here that go out there, deal with the policymakers, with the customers. They can do it. So this room actually has a chance to make a major impact. And therefore, I think I'll start a little bit by, and I won't talk for long. What is it that makes us go to work every day? We partner with companies and we do that. And today, we can say that we have now covered more than 1 million square meters with our technology. I think that's not too bad for 8 people in our office. We can also say we have moved more than 17 tons of NOx. You know, every kilogram of NOx carries an important cost for the society. So we think we have contributed a little bit here to the public part. And over the next 12 months, we will remove another 13 tons. This hospital in Mexico City, this is made by German architects, and it is made on polymers, and shows an example that sometimes a story easily can make it to the CNN news. This one did. It even had the mayor of Mexico City stand on the news, CNN, and say, we as policymakers have to do everything we can to integrate such things in the buildings. But you know, now 5 years later, the next project is coming. So it took 5 years between projects to get there. So sometimes it is dedicated hard work that is needed. Here we see, and it's in the Hamburg area, one of our I'm very proud of this company we partner with here. They made their first reference project last year here, 7,000 square meters of bitumen roofing, and it used to be a carpet shop, now home of lots of people in the Hamburg neighbor city. Here we have, that was last year, this is a school, Sam Eide, which to Norwegian people is very well known because that was an important founder of one of the biggest companies in the Norwegian history, and this place, Arendal, used also to be one of the most important harbors in Norway. Today it is known for the place where politicians gather every year to discuss the future and mingle with people. But also a very nice project. Here you have a project that is known by most of you, Louvre. This is coated with Hydrotech technology from Toto. They have never bragged with this, so we do this because we obtained this photo originally from Professor Hashimoto, who said, "I can tell anything. I'm a scientist, so I'm allowed to," he said. Here, very recent building by Daniel Libeskind, all entirely photocatalytic in Berlin. And you see both glass, aluminium facades, so it's actually quite possible to integrate technology in such a variety of places that there is plenty for all of us to do. And also, I hope for us as a corporation, plenty of money to be made. Here you have a dining room in Canada, that's flooring, first indoor application of this type, and today it is probably the most important branding for this company at all. We believe technology will also be ready for more services in the future. We certainly have a few in mind, and I won't tell you what this one is, so you can try to guess a little bit where we are hinting, but we believe that more and more applications will come. Now I think I will actually, a little bit late, I will give over the microphone with great pressure to Jonathan Löw, a person that I think is one of the persons that we all need to learn a little bit from, because he is the father behind a concept called listen louder, and we tend often to speak louder, but listen louder is probably even more important. He is a social entrepreneur, and he told me that he doesn't have a suit, but that was because he was brought up by hippies, is that correct? So, welcome Jonathan, the microphone, the floor is yours. Thank you.